Good afternoon, Amit,
Yeah, good afternoon. How are
and
you?
thank you for volunteering for this particular exercise where we are doing a demo coaching session. And which dilemma you want to discuss in the demo coaching session?
Yeah, first, thanks a lot for giving me an opportunity to discuss my case with you. So the current dilemma that I'm facing is that, as you are already aware of, that the trends in the IT is changing, right? One technology which is 2 years back hot is now getting obsolete, right? So the sands are shifting much quicker than we all anticipated. And the dilemma is that to be relevant for the next 20-25 years, I think I also need to be so adaptive. The dilemma is that which particular area to pick from the whatever is available, because I don't want to pick something which is not going to be relevant for the next 5-10 years, right? So I'm looking for something which is more relevant for a longer period of time.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that you are finding that current IT trends are changing quite dynamically, and you see that new technologies are emerging, and you want to figure that out. How do you remain relevant, or how do you maintain this change without harming yourself? Is that it's something like how do you grow in this changing environment? Can you put it like this?
Right, and grow and be relevant. Right?
Okay, so growing and remaining relevant. So we can say that how to grow and remain relevant in changing market trends.
Right.
Is this the right way to say it? Okay. So how, if you look at your career span, say after 5 years, what kind of a career you want to have? Like how can you visualize remaining relevant and growing?
Okay, I think I should be still useful for any corporation for which I'm working for. So I should be bringing value to them, because until unless I'm bringing value to them, they're not going to pay me, right? So I have to be relevant and useful to them, and in order to be that, I'm really in a dilemma as what skill upgradation I need to go through, right, to be relevant.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that after 5 years you want to remain value adding individual for the organization so that they keep rewarding you for your work you are doing.
I guess every employee has to
Every
be
employee has to.
valuable.
And what are your current understanding of that value adding things? How relevant and value adding you find yourself right now?
I think right now the industry and the organization themselves are in a very confusing state of mind, where they do not really themselves know what is going to be relevant in the industry for the next 5 years, 10 years, right? So each technical or IT company is trying to shift focus from their current business to a new business area where they themselves are not really sure, right? So whether I want to have my bets on their bets, or I should have bets based on what is
working in the market.
what should be working. So I think that assessment is the dilemma.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that you want to remain relevant and growing, and you do see that organizations are also confused what they want to bet on, and you want to keep adding value, and you need to figure out where should I put my bet related to technology or related to direction so that I remain relevant in the next 5 years.
Right.
Okay. Now, if I ask you what kind of value you think you are delivering to your organization right now, like what are your core value adds, what are your core deliveries to the organization?
I think my core relevance or the value add to the organization at present is that I'm managing a portfolio for which I have the domain knowledge and the experience. I have the skills to manage complex projects and resources, sometimes which are very difficult to manage. I mean, difficult conversations, I'm able to handle it efficiently. Also, I can manage big portfolios at ease. So I think that is what is there. That's the current value that I'm.
So what I'm hearing is that you can manage complex project portfolios, complex team structures, different background individuals, and you also understand that domain and technology in which you are doing it.
Right.
So some understanding of domain and technology, people management skills, and understanding of a business. Can I summarize it like this?
Yes, and some of it I'm trying to pick up as I was discussing, right? Some of the other skills which may not be directly deployable or cannot be applied in the current scenario as is. But that is
So-
my anticipation of what I
So what I want to figure it out is that based on what you shared, your current value deliverables, what are the value deliverables you are expected will get changed in next 5 years, and what remain constant?
I really don't know, but what would remain constant is definitely the people management skills. People will always be there in the organization, right? But how long? Whether I think with the technology and the industry also evolving over the years, the amount of effort or the people needed to manage people is also going to decline, right? So right now we need a manager, suppose on 20 resources. In the coming years, it may be a manager on 40 resources, right? Because I think people are more self-organizing, more mature in the industry than they were about 10-15 years back. So whether the same people management skills are going to be still relevant, I do not know.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that you want to learn something which makes you relevant after 5 years, and there are various current value propositions related to people management, portfolio related work, and technology.
Right.
And we went into a discussion that what are the relevant skills which may remain relevant for 5 years also.
Exactly.
And we picked up the people management dimension, and then you picked up that even people management trends are also changing.
Yes.
Now, if we see from this conversation, I see two type of value proposition from you. One is a people management and complexity management, and another is technological direction, and both are changing.
Right.
Do you see a clear trend in one of them?
I do not see, unfortunately.
Okay, so what this answer tells me is that you are not, but in way you said that people management is moving from 20 to 40 people and self-organizing team. So was it not your assessment of the change which is happening, or was that?
No, I've been seeing it since last 2 years also. I see it coming, right? But I think that is what the trend. I'm thinking that is going to continue, and maybe it will be evolving more and more towards that than what we have currently.
Okay, so if we pick up this thread that the people managements are moving towards self-organizing, and you can see some trend,
Right.
and you do see it's coming from 2 years, and there is a probability of it is lasting for next 5 years. Do you think it's a probability to last next 5 years?
Absolutely, I think it is going to continue not even just 5 years, but maybe even more, because I think eventually people have to play a dual role, right? In a lot of organizations, they have to bring value on the table as well as manage the teams under them,
Okay.
right?
So we are figuring out the trends and the relevance after 5 years. We picked up 2 dimensions now, people and technology. And people, you do see some trends, you do see the self-organizing team. So you have some idea about the direction, how the things are moving. Now let's move for a while towards technology.
Okay.
Yeah. And do you see a similar, some pattern where the technology trends are moving, possibly?
Yeah, I mean, there are some of the technologies which are at a point where there are already built up expectations, right? They are at the peak of the expectation curve, right? And we do not know whether the realization of those technologies are going to be 5 years or 10 years, right? So there is a lot of uncertainty around that. And some technologies are even very much nascent, where you cannot really know what those technologies are going to bring to the industry, right? So I think on which of these areas, right, I have to put my bets on.
So what I'm hearing is that you do have some idea about the people trend, but you are finding it difficult to put a bet on the technology trend. Is it a right assessment?
Yeah, which one? Yeah, I know what is hot, right, or what could be hot, what is hot not, but what could be, right, relevant, but which one to pick, because I cannot really pick
So,
all.
but people trend is quite clear.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Now, when we talk about technology, what possibly can help you to make the decision about what to pick?
Which is going to be the most relevant, and which is going to be more well paid.
So, how can you find out possibly that which is going to remain relevant and which is going to be well paid?
I think right now it is more of a wait and watch time till things really start happening in the industry. But the whole dilemma is that if we just need to keep waiting and watching till the industry evolves, it may also become pretty late, right,
Okay.
to get onto the train.
So, you have an idea that wait and watch, but you find that option risky.
Yes.
What else? So rather than waiting and watching, what else you can do to figure it out how the technology trends will move for the benefit of your career growth?
I do not know. I
Okay.
do not know on what else information I can rely on, because I think there has been certain things which were really relevant or were expected to be relevant in the current scenario 2 years back, but they are not. They fizzled out, right? So I do not really know what kind of information or which source of information to trust to
Okay.
predict.
So
which
what I'm
will be
hearing is
relevant.
that you do have an idea about the people trend a little bit, but technology trend, the wait and watch is one option which you are finding it risky and you are not finding how to figure it out. So assuming that you have a friend and who is also going through a similar dilemma, he also need to remain relevant and he also want to upgrade himself and want to learn new technologies,
Mhm.
what advice you might give to him?
I think a lot of friends whom I'm talking to, which are in the current situation, right? I think they are more opting for the wait and watch. But some of the folks want to be waiting for that particular event to happen, not and be reactive rather than proactive.
So if you have a friend and you want to give a proactive advice to him that rather than waiting and watching, you should do something.
No,
So
but
what
I-
possibly you can give it?
I myself am facing the dilemma. so I
Assuming you
don't
have a
know
friend who is
whether-
also facing the same dilemma, what possible advice comes in your mind?
I said I'm not sure.
Okay, so you won't get any advice for him.
Yeah, because I'm not sure.
Do you have someone who is also going through similar situation, but he is putting up his bet on something?
I mean that's quite possible that people are putting the bet, but I think the rationale, right, that they would be providing, right, I'm not able to buy, right?
Okay.
I'm not buying that because I'm not fully convinced.
And what are the risks of waiting and watching against putting up a bet on something which comes out to be
Which comes out to be
wrong?
wrong. I think again putting efforts on something would take off efforts from something else that I'm currently doing, right? So defocusing on something which I'm currently doing and focusing and shifting the focus on something else which I think would be relevant, right? The effort would be.
So what I'm
the
hearing
focus
is-
is going to move, right? And it's also the risk also is that there is quite a possibility that the benefits that I'm getting from the current area where I'm maintaining my high focus, that I would start loosening out, right?
Okay.
And
So what I'm hearing is that you are investing your time already somewhere, and that the time is already full, and you don't have a time to invest somewhere else unless you remove something.
defocus, yeah.
From so remove something from
Right,
there.
right.
So where are you putting your time then?
I'm putting on my current.
And how does it helping you to remain relevant for next 5 years?
That's the dilemma.
Okay.
That's
So do you
correct.
think that you need to make some judgment about it, like
I
some
want to.
capacity allocation or
I
something?
want to make an assessment and take a decision rather than judgment, because that is what I am been refraining from.
Do you think somebody has an answer for it?
That's why I'm looking.
Do you think in this whole community of your friends, somebody has answer for it? You spoke about your peers. You spoke to them. Nobody knows it. Do you think that somebody has an answer for it?
Some people have answers for themselves, but those answers are not fitting into my plan.
Okay. So what possibly can work when nobody knows what is going to happen next?
The ship may sink or sail. We have to just keep on waiting.
So rather than waiting, what possibly you can do where you don't know what is going next,
Mhm.
and some people are betting somewhere,
Mhm.
what possibly you can do?
I did not get the question.
So question is that what is going to happen after 5 years? Nobody knows
Right.
clearly.
Right.
There are people who has the insights, but it's their insights. You don't buy that idea,
Mhm.
and nobody knows about what is going to happen after 5 years.
Right.
So what possibly one can do rather than waiting and watching? So at least he has a probability of improving the future.
So people are putting their own bets, right?
So I'm asking what possibly you can do when in such a confusing situation where nobody knows what's going to happen next,
Mhm.
and there are some areas where people are putting their bet, you are not convinced.
Mhm.
The other alternative is wait and watch.
Mhm.
Is there something else which could be a more probably productive than waiting and watching?
I think that is what I'm looking for. That what else I could do, right? The another risk involved is that, as I already said, that defocusing on something which I'm already doing, putting that effort, and that's the risk involved.
So even if the bet is right, then also the defocusing will produce some impact or not?
I need to find out a way, right? And what I'm struggling is that I need to find out a way to assess what is the probability of having
That's a
that.
great point. So
Right.
what I'm hearing is that there is uncertainty, and you are finding out a way to assess the probability of various trends so that you can invest in a more or less right direction.
Right.
So what can help you to assess that probability?
I don't know.
What possibly your friends are doing to assess that probability, from where you can learn from?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
So like, okay,
Okay, let me
assuming
answer
this is
that.
like
Let
your
me
first
answer
job.
that.
Oh,
Let me
yeah,
answer
hi,
that.
okay.
Okay, so I think one way is to really see what are these new technologies, right, bringing to the table, right? What is the potential market cap that is going to be there for these technologies in the coming years, and which one is more promising than the others, right? And what are the industries which are really keen or
So you can look at
bets
some of
on
the
them,
market
right?
cap possibly, where you can find this data, information.
I think we can look at the Gartner reports,
Okay.
right, and some of the other industry research material where I could see that which is the most promising technology that is going to be in the next
Okay.
5 years,
So
and I think that could possibly be a way to reduce the risk that I can bet on.
So will it make sense to spend some time in doing this research and probability assessment in next week and figure it out what possibly can work in a technology dimension, and then you may start betting on it?
Yeah, I think this is a high risk decision, right? So I don't think that a week's time would be good enough to really do that assessment and make a decision.
So you may want to
and
take a
move
little bit
forward.
more time.
So yeah, I think 3 to 4 weeks of assessment would be good enough to really.
So we can
see.
meet after 4 weeks and discuss it. I take you back a little bit more. So the team trends, people trend, which you spoke as a second dimension, is there something you can do there? Because it is something looks like quite visible to you. Can you invest something there so that you become ready for people management part after 5 years?
I'm completely unaware of what are going to be the trends, right? What I could foresee is that the numbers are going to go up in terms of the management that is needed currently versus in the next 5 years, right? So there would be much more larger teams, right, that would be managed by less number of managers from the people management perspective. Otherwise, what new different kind of a skill set would be needed to manage much larger teams than small teams with a focused approach.
So what possibly can help you there? Because we picked up the Gartner reports and you spoke about the technology trends, some prediction can be done. Can you have some idea to figure it out how the people trends will be moving, and you may want to pick up something for the next 2 weeks time?
I don't know the source or the research agencies who are really doing work in that particular area.
So do you have somebody in your network who might be having awareness about the people trend and who might be investing already in a different way of learning management?
I don't have it.
So right now you are not aware.
Right.
Does it make sense to ask these questions to the people you are aware of? Like you know that, okay, what possibly a trend could be on a people dimension after 5 years?
I think right now on this particular area I'm as confused as my friends, and my friends are as confused as I am, right? So I think I need to reach out to somebody, right, who is at the thick of the things, right? And
So who
has
possibly that
insight.
somebody could be in your mind?
Maybe my manager or
Okay.
next in line.
So maybe in the next 2 weeks time, you can also schedule a conversation with the managers or the people who are into HR domain to get some idea about people trend for next 5 years.
Right.
So
Okay.
these are the two actions you can
Yeah,
apply for the next.
Yeah,
two,
in the
3
second
days
one I can
conversation.
get back in 2 weeks, and the first one I would need 4 to 6 weeks of time.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
you.